Hello, Annette.
Hello.
It's wonderful to have you here, and we are so grateful that you offer to the World Dignity University Initiative your wealth of knowledge and expertise and insight. And one of the topics you are so kind to offer is transgenerational trauma and its connection to human dignity, to its loss, to humiliation. And it would be wonderful if you could explain a little bit.
Okay. Trauma in and of itself is very complex. And when we think in terms of generation, we think of, and human dignity, we think of how much of that human dignity is unraveled in those traumatic experiences. Well, transgenerational transmission of trauma is when that trauma that we've experienced moves. It's a movement associated with trauma. Then it becomes more traumatic. So I think in terms of human dignity, restoring human dignity is understanding where the trauma is from, where it's linked to us, and being conscious of how we're linking that trauma to future generations. And being able to protect the dignity of our families and individuals that need to sustain human dignity. So in sustain human dignity, we need to say, this is where it stops. This is where that cycle stops. We start to now think about restoration, and not historical trauma, but future restoration and peace. And I think that that's a wonderful place to be. So when I think of trauma and historically, I think we need to stop the historical trauma and start thinking about, if we don't identify those traumatic experiences within ourselves, we will continue the cycle. So we need to do something about that.
This is so important. Thank you so
Thank
much.
You.